Hello, and welcome to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics. Today is Tuesday, 13 August. I'm your host, Daniel, the founder of HM Intelligence. Every weekday, we bring you not just the news, but the so what from the events and decisions that shape our world. So grab a coffee and get ready to be informed. In today's update, we'll be covering the US says war crimes are escalating substantially in Myanmar. The surface of Mars harbours oceans of water. And Turkish police arrest teenager over stabbing in a cafe. So firstly, the United Nations has reported an alarming escalation of war crimes in Myanmar committed by the military junta in its efforts to crush opposition. According to the recent report by the UN's Independent Investigation Mechanism for Myanmar, covering the period July 2023 to June 2024, there's been substantial evidence of widespread brutality, including torture, sexual violence, and abuse against children. The report highlights particularly horrific acts such as physical mutilations, beheadings, and the public display of mutilated bodies. Furthermore, the junta has intensified its violent tactics, with aerial attacks targeting non-military sites such as schools, religious buildings, and hospitals. Thousands of people have been arbitrarily detained, tortured, and subjected to unfair trials. The report also acknowledges that while the primary focus is on the military's crimes, resistance groups fighting against the junta have also been impacted in war crimes. These include summary executions of civilians suspected of collaborating with the military, conflict which has escalated since the military coup in February 2021 has seen the junta struggling to suppress armed resistance from both long-established ethnic rebel groups and newly formed pro-democracy forces. So what? While horrible, it seems to follow the logical pattern as the junta continues to lose ground, that they have ramped up their use of brutality, torture, and sexual violence to try and break the will of the people. However, it currently seems unlikely to work, and while slow, the rebel groups may possibly overthrow the junta. However, for this to happen, it is likely that they will need to receive some form of support from Western governments, and also to ensure that China does not increase their support for the Myanmar junta, in particular stopping the deployment of any Chinese forces. And next, a recent study has suggested that a vast reservoir of water may be hidden beneath the surface of Mars, deep within rock crevices, potentially enough to form a global ocean. This discovery is based on seismic data collected by NASA's InSight lander, which has operated there from 2018 to 2022. Researchers estimate that the water lies 7.2 to 12.4 miles below the planet's surface, where the crust is warm enough to maintain it in liquid form. This underground water could have originated from Mars's ancient rivers, lakes, and oceans, providing the conditions that could support life similar to Earth's subsurface ecosystems. However, the significant depth of the water poses challenges for future exploration. While Mars already has water in the form of ice in its polar regions and subsurface, accessing the liquid water would require advanced drilling technology. So what? This is exciting news for space enthusiasts, as with water can bring life. While there is clearly much more to be done on this topic, it's a cool little update for today. And finally, at least 5 people were injured in a knife attack in northwestern Turkey when an 18-year-old assailant allegedly attacked individuals in an open-air cafe following prayers at a nearby mosque. The attacker, who wore a helmet, skull face covering, and bulletproof vest, was detained by police after a short chase. The 5 victims were hospitalized, with 2 in critical condition, according to reports from local media. A local justice announced that prosecutors have launched an investigation into the incident, with media reports suggesting the attacker, identified as Ada K, may have been influenced by video games as he live streamed the attack on social media through a camera attached to his vest. Although he was also carrying an axe, it was not used during the attack. So what? While it is possible that video games had an effect on the individual, I don't think this can be extrapolated out to the common saying that violent video games are making people more violent. It will be interesting to see how open Turkey are about the attacker's motivations, or if they use this incident to blame it on usual suspects, such as the PKK or possibly even Israel. Additionally, they could look to blame online social media as part of their ongoing crackdowns against Western social media companies. Thank you for listening to the Intel Briefing, your daily intelligence brief on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. If you want to support the podcast, tell your friends to help them stay informed and leave us a 5-star review. Or if you want to learn more about intelligence, why not take one of our courses? They're all online, self-paced, and affordable. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.